Welcome to the ACT-IAC website video tutorial entitled Group Leader Guide to Cross-Posting and Interests. In this tutorial, we'll show you what cross-posting is and why it's advantageous, why would we want to assign interests, common elements to all content. This is a common feature that you'll see occurring over and over within the system. We'll show you how to post content, as well as how to select interests. And we'll show you how this causes the material to appear in dashboards, searches, and your personal email digest. So I'm going to open up this as a group page. So this is a group page that I manage. First step is to look at what is cross-posting. When we talk about cross-posting, we're referring to the ability to display content in multiple groups. For example, if you're in a community of interest and you're doing some work with another community of interest, you may want to share documents or share announcements. So I'm going to just pick a very simple, I'm going to create an announcement, which is one of the simpler content types. And when you look at any piece of content, you will see that there will be a minimum of two tabs. One will be the content tab, which is the information you need to post. The second one is a reference tab. There are two items in the reference tab: groups and interests, which is the topic of today's discussion. In the groups, you will notice that the group you're working with is automatically checked. Obviously, you're the owner of the content, would like it to appear in your group. The list here will show all public groups. That's groups that any ACT-IAC member can belong to, as well as any private groups. And that's a group that requires invitation to which you belong. So for example, if you're a COI leader, you may be in the COI leadership group, as well as the individual communities of interest to which you belong. So if I want to take this announcement, and for example, if I wanted to appear so that members of, let's say, the network and telecommunications community of interest can see it, I would simply click there. That will cause the announcement to appear within that group and to be pushed out to any members of that group. If persons are members of both your group and the group you're posting to, they'll only see it once. I will show you that in a minute. The second part is interests. Simply select the interests that you think apply. For mine, I'm simply going to use do not use, since that's my test area. I don't want this to appear in other people's groups right now, or the people's interest list. So this then will cause it. You can pick as many as you want. You can pick the ones that are associated with your topics, and just go through and click and pick what you want. And I'm just going to leave it that way. I'm going to go back to the content and just quickly and future tutorials will show how to edit the content and get the appearance, etc. So I'm going to save this. Now, if you remember, it's going to show here in my page. It's a new announcement here. And if you remember, I cross-posted that to the Network and Telecommunications Community of Interest. So I'm going to go up and into the Network and Telecommunications Community of Interest here. And you see, it appears in their group activity. So members of the group that I cross-posted to will also see it. This applies to announcements, documents, quick links, discussions, meetings. Any content we have has the ability to cross-post. So there's one copy that's being shared by everybody. Okay. The second part I'm going to show you is I'm going to go up to my dashboard. To get your dashboard, you click on the My ACT-IAC button on top. This is my dashboard. And you will notice that here is the announcement. You will also notice that it says it's posted in the Network and Telecommunications Community of Interest and in the Website Development Work Area, which was the group that I was working with. So when you say announcements, items as groups, that's the way they appear. I did not apparently have those interests picked on mine, so it didn't show up in my areas of interest. It would have shown up in this area if I had one of the interests that was picked, that we selected. The other places that you will see this, if you do a search, and I'm going to search on test. It's always a good subject to search on. I have the ability over here to select my interests. So let's say I wanted items that were associated. I can't remember which ones I picked for that, but let's see, I should be able to pick it. No, it's not indexed yet. It takes a little time to index. I can pick my interests over here, so I can filter. I only want things that are tagged with miscellaneous. And there it is. That's page for format. Well, that's a different one, but yes, there's one that was in there. And I can select by interest. Section doesn't matter, but content types. So if I wanted only certain contents that would appear here, and you'll see the filtering by interest on a number of different views. The final area where it will appear is in the digest. We have a weekly and daily digest, and the digest will show new content posted in two different ways. One, it shows content published in groups you belong to. So if you belong to a group and there's new content posted, it'll be listed here, and simply click on, link, either link, and it'll take you to the content. And if there's more than 10 items, you'll see a See More link, which takes you to your dashboard. If you have content that's tagged with your interests, it'll appear here. And again, you can click on it. Okay. And as I mentioned, I just sent you daily and weekly. Let's see. Okay, that concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, or need help, please contact someone at ACT-IAC or send us a note via the Contact Us at the top of the page. Thank you.